Hey, this is Jay Spivey with Respect the View podcast. Hey, if you're interested in listening to a man speak on his views on parenthood, relationships, and understanding of life, then you're tuned into the right frequency. I'll be dropping a podcast twice a week, alright? You can check out my website and sign up for my email list at the bottom of the homepage to stay updated with all my latest podcasts. If you're interested in booking an interview with me, all you got to do is email me and then book a slot on my booking page. Hey, I appreciate you listening. Now let's get to the good stuff. All right, this is probably going to be not my best podcast yet, but a fun podcast for me because I'm going to be expressing amazing things that I want to do in my life. I'm going to call it the bucket list video, bucket list podcast. If you're listening to this podcast, I want you to write down a bucket list. I have about 15 things on my bucket list that I want to do in my life, and the way I want to do it is if you have something on your bucket list that I can help you with, then I want to help you out. And if there's something on my bucket list that you can help me out with, you hit me up and we collaborate, right? So then we get to communicate with other people in the world, other creators, other like-minded people, and some of them only I can do, but then some of them are like things that you can do with like friends, So just want to point that out before I started my list, because there are some things on this list that I won't be able to do by myself. All right, so number 1 on my list is sing on stage with another artist. I think that'll be amazing. I know it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. I just kind of started finding my creativity back within the last year and a half. So I have been working on a lot of stuff. I'm not going to get too much into that. But I want to create a song with 2 artists that I consider friends. That's number 2 on my list. Number 3 is I want to travel to go see the sea turtles being born. Typically that's in like the southern part of Texas or Miami. Close to Miami, I heard it happens a lot. And then I want to volunteer and help them reach the water, because sea turtles are an endangered species. I would love to be able to assist to help them reaching the water, because I don't know why they have it on like the Animal Planet. You know what I mean? Like they'll have the sea turtles being born, but then they'll have like seagulls and shit scooping them up and killing them. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching Suicide for? Like, why are y'all letting the turtles get ate? It was just the most horrible experience for me. I didn't like it. I was like, why are they showing me this on TV? I don't want to see sea turtles getting devoured by birds. That's horrible. Number 4 on my list is I want to reach a couple million views, I put 100 million streams across all the platforms. That's not even that hard. There's artists that actually have really good music that do it each year. So, I just want to be, top echelon, But I'm focusing more on standing out, so I'm really working on my creativity. Number 5 on my list is visit Africa and help build a village, help build a town. I want to put my mark, on the motherland, and just how I have to put my mark on this bullshit ass land I'm not going to say it, but, Morocco. I definitely want to travel back home and make an impact there too. Number 6 on my list is travel the world and eat at the best restaurants. I'm vegan now, or I would even say like plant-based. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm probably not even going to eat anymore. But then there's a lot of like food trucks and a lot of like carnivals and stuff. Then they have like really amazing vegan food and stuff that I would love to try. And I know California doesn't have all of the best places. So I definitely want to travel to all the states that I can that aren't against having black people in it. And then I want to travel the world and do the same thing and just have those kind of experiences. Number 7 is take a vacation to Jamaica. I got all this damn hair. I just felt like that would be a dope vacation spot. I don't really know, but I heard it's a fun time. What's good, people? It's Jay Spivey. So if you haven't heard, there's this amazing app, and it's the easiest way for you to make your podcast, and it's free. All right, so let me explain. It has all the creative tools that allow you to edit your podcast the right way, right from your phone or your computer, and it allows you to distribute your podcast to all the major platforms like Apple and Spotify and many, many more. All right, you can literally make money with little to no listeners. Like, how dope is that? All you got to do is go to anchor.fm to get started. Go check it out. So I wouldn't mind going there for a little vacay for a week or two and kicking my feet up. Number 8 is draw my own cartoon, comic, or show book. A show book. It'll be more of like my poetry. But yeah, I've been drawing since I was a kid and then put it down, so I kind of finally picked it back up. And I actually used to write comics, in middle school, so I kind of want to get back to doing some of those things for my kids, having stories to tell them. It was pretty dope because, not pretty dope, I know I sound weird right now, but there was I think it was Sweet Tooth. It was a show, and the dad, who wasn't really this kid's dad, you're going to have to watch the show. But yeah, it was kind of a spoiler alert too. The dad, he was like he was an artist. He wrote books. So like the world had went up in flames. So what he ended up doing is rewriting a lot of the books and drawing the cartoons on the books and giving it to his son when he was old enough to read, so I have something to read. So he rewrote all the most famous books in his own drawings. I thought that was pretty dope. Number 9 on my list is have my own land and plant my own garden. I already been on this way for a while. I really don't like what's going on with the food situation in America, even from, our top leaders trying to buy up all the farmland and destroying crops. I mean, some crazy shit going on if you do the research. Number 10 is just swim with the sea turtles. I want to help save them, and then, I want to go to a safe space where, I can swim with some dolphins and some sea turtles, some sea animals. That would be pretty dope. Number 11 would be grow my own weed. It would definitely save like thousands of dollars a year, depending on who you are. You might as well just have your own plant. Just have somebody else watch it for you. Definitely saves you a lot of money, and you know what you're putting in it. You can grow whatever the fuck you want. Number 12 on my list is star in a TV show or a movie. I already know that's gonna happen too. I ain't about to get into that though. 13 is drive a Camaro or a Lambo for a week or so. That's just a flex thing. I'm not really into materialistic things, if I can be honest with you. I really don't care for a lot of these worldly materials that they got us thinking that makes us feel good and makes us look rich. I really don't like any of them. So that's why I just said for a week or two, just get the thrill of it. More of a Lambo because I can buy a Camaro if I wanted to. And that's a $250,000 car. That was like my favorite car growing up. And yeah, a Lamborghini for the full name. But it was just one of those cars that I always wanted to just sit in and cut on and drive for a little whip. They're really low though, which scares me now. So it's like I'd rather race it on a track or something like that and not go full speed. Of course, because that's fucking scary. I really don't like, like, Texas people be driving fucking mad. I don't even know how they be driving out there. They fucking drive. I remember when I went to Texas, bro, and I had to jump on the freeway. Oh my gosh. Like, if you're not doing 80 jumping on the freeway, my G, move the fuck out the way. It's ridiculous out there. I don't know how they do it out there. I really don't. Like, I wouldn't even want to live in Texas because of that. I'll have such a fear of driving. I'll have such a big fear of driving. It'll be ridiculous. Number 14 on my list is create a successful and credible clothing brand. Got a trillion ideas. I just can't get them. I can't do all of them. So of course, when I'm saying this, I'm definitely gonna be having somebody else run it because I'll just be too busy, to be honest with you. I'll just be another money pit for me. But I love my logos that I create and stuff like that. So it'll be something that's passionate to me, and I wouldn't overcharge like the rest of these fucking brands. People are crazy. Fucking trying to charge their shit like they fucking Nike. I don't even buy Nike no more. What makes you think I want to buy your shit when I already make my own shit and you charging fucking $120 for it? Oh, never mind. I don't really want to get into that. I get it, making money, but fuck shit. Number 14, if I'm not mistaken, on my list is get my body back right and be able to dunk between the legs. Ever since I went vegan, I felt a lot better. That's going on 2 years now. But now I do yoga and some other things, and my body feels amazing. Like, I'm more flexible than I was in high school. Like, I can do things that I wasn't able to do after one of my surgeries. So it's like, damn, I had 2 surgeries and I'm able to do a lot of these things still. So my body feels amazing. My energy level feels amazing. I remember after I hurt myself, I lost a lot of that desire, that grit that I had, that, I don't even know what other word that I would use to describe it, but after I hurt myself, like when I was like 17, like my whole world like crumbled, like, and I if I had a trainer, I was able to get myself back in shape pretty easily. And that's what I'm saying. I used to spend $300 a month on a trainer. So I used to be real jacked. But then it's just like having that self-motivation is definitely a different kind of monster. And I'm getting back to it, but it's like it took me a while. Like I don't even know what was wrong with me. But it was just something holding me back to where it was just like I couldn't find I don't even know what it was. I would say now I couldn't find the energy because I was putting my energy in so many other things. I couldn't find the energy to do it. I couldn't find the energy to get back working out fully like I wanted to and hooping. That's what, like after that second surgery, I was pretty much done for. But now I feel amazing. So now I feel like I can run. That's when I run to the beach with my dog. I'm back working out. You know what I mean? So I want to get into a couple of other things, but I'm excited for the future. And that's what I'm like, I only turned 28 this year, so I definitely just want to keep capitalizing and building my energy up and seeing what the future holds. And because it's like one of my dreams in life was actually to play professional basketball. It didn't really matter where, but that's like I have a lot of other things that I'm doing right now that definitely fulfill or you know, they fill that void of me wanting to hoop. But that's why I still want to play basketball. It's still a passion of mine, and I want to do it until I really can't. So I want to be able to play in a celebrity game. You know what I mean? Sometimes those are really good ways to get linked up with leagues that you can play in, you know, like so, you know, playing some LA leagues, I want to get my body back right and just, you know, put on a little show, show I can get back on the court just because, you know, I got a little brother that has some aspirations on getting some stuff done in basketball. So I definitely want to show him that his brother can still, you know, he can still whoop his ass in the sport. So that'll definitely be fun. if I'm not mistaken, this is 15, and it's to start a photography company. I feel like it won't necessarily be a company. It'll just be like a hobby of mine. I love photography. I love videography. Just the beauty of it. It's just everything about it. Like from taking nature pictures to me taking pictures every day of just the sky and then editing them and making them look cool and putting effects on them. I just used to love everything about photography. And being in front of the camera is also very thrilling, especially when you have somebody that is as creative as you are and can make their ideas a reality. It makes it pretty dope. So I'm definitely eager to start meeting some people along those lines to help share some amazing visions with. And number 16, it was to film a documentary. My life is a fucking movie, but I feel like everybody's is. But that's why I feel like I fell in love with videography, because I'm able to tell my story and implement pieces of my life in it how I see fit. And nobody can really tell your story like you. So that's why I feel like everybody has a gift and everybody has a story to tell, right? But it's pretty dope when you're able to visually put something together for somebody to sit and watch and be inspired by and make them feel good. I feel like that's pretty dope. And my last one is get pictures published as a model. I want to see myself in a magazine or two. I think that would be pretty dope. I want to be like a underwear model, but I'm definitely not interested in posting my body all over social media. Not like that. It's like I already put myself out there a little too much, so that's like, and I'm okay with that because I'm like I'm building something. That's like but as far as like every day, like skin, that's definitely not me. But I definitely wouldn't mind, doing some modeling, some sports modeling. I definitely know I have like a really nice body, so I think that would be pretty dope for me. Just another way to make money, but just doing something simple that I already do. So I take a lot of pictures already, and I'll be in a couple music videos. So I feel like it'll only be right to check that off my list. So I think that was about 16. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was 20. I don't know how many times I said 16. I don't know how many times I repeated the numbers, man. But I just named 20 off. So yeah, if you like any of them, hit me up. If you think we can collab on something, let's chat. I think it'll be dope. But yeah, write your own list of 20 and see what you write down. See what those deep desires are that you had your whole life, and let's make some of them come true. Sound good? Cool. All right, I'm out. As soon as I figure out how to